Today is March 10th, 2024, and this is an update on the ongoing war between Israel and Hamas. Shalom, friends. This is Akiva Gersh with Israel in 5, where we give you everything Israel in 5 minutes. Please like and subscribe, and feel free to ask questions or keep the discussion going in the comments below. This war against Hamas continues now over 5 months since this war began on October 7th, 2023, with a cross-border attack by thousands of Hamas terrorists into Israeli territory, attacking Israeli communities along the border with the Gaza Strip and killing, on that one day alone, around 1,200 Israelis. Since then, Israel has been in an ongoing war against Hamas, with well over 200 Israeli soldiers being killed in the fighting. And also, we know that the Northern Front with Lebanon started the second day into this war. On October 8th, Hezbollah sent rockets at Israel and has not ceased to continue its attacks against Israel since that day. So really, the fight against Hezbollah has not yet escalated into official war. Many people are saying that that is inevitable. That is something that will probably be happening soon. And Israel has been fighting terrorist organizations on two different fronts: Hamas in the south, Hezbollah in the north. We've been talking about the border area between Egypt and Gaza, called the Rafiah, the Rafah area, for many weeks now, about an Israeli full-on mission attack into that area that has not yet happened to date, most likely because of the very tricky and complicated situation there with the civilians. Over 1 million Gazans living in that area, many of them fleeing to that area as they fled their homes in central and northern Gaza as the fighting continued. But eyes are still on the southern area of Gaza. And many again say it is just a matter of time, that it is inevitable that Israel will have to attack with a full-on military operation in the southern part of Gaza in order to fully control the Gaza Strip, but more so to take control away from Hamas. Fighting does continue in other parts of the Gaza Strip. I myself was just down south last week visiting the area, and you can hear the fighting. You can literally hear the gunshots from northern Gaza. So fighting is definitely still happening there, renewed fighting. And of course, our eyes are on the southern part of Gaza. Some people in the border communities, in the Gaza Strip envelope, as we call it, are returning. Sderot, the city of Sderot, many people are starting to return there. Schools are reopening. Businesses are reopening after 5 months of being closed. I was also in Sderot, talked to business owners, went into shops. Some shops are still closed and some are just opening now, literally a week ago, for the first time since October 7th. As we've said before, many reservists have been sent home, but they know and they believe that they will be probably called up again, specifically to Lebanon, when and if that does escalate into a full-on war. And on the border with Lebanon, things do not cease to continue. Hezbollah continues to shoot at, fire rockets at Israel. Just the other day, at least 30 rockets were shot at Kiryat Shmona, a northern Israeli city on the Lebanese border, all at once. There is damage to homes and to buildings, and civilians in the north have been killed by Hezbollah attacks since October 8th, when this front was opened up against Hezbollah. The Houthis in the area of the Red Sea and the Gulf of Aden continue to attack ships. And just this past week, we saw for the first time a fatal attack. A Houthi missile hit a ship, killing 3 sailors. And that really changes the situation there, and will hopefully be met with stronger and more forceful attacks back at the Houthis to limit, if not completely take away, their ability to continue what they've been doing in that area as well. The last thing I do want to share, just a couple of days ago was International Women's Day. and many people around the world, Israelis and Israel supporters around the world, Jews and non-Jews alike, were sharing on their social media their support for the release, of course, of all hostages, but especially the women hostages who are still being kept in Gaza by Hamas terrorists since October 7th. Over 130 over 130 Israeli hostages still being kept there by Hamas terrorists. We pray for them every single day. We pray for the safety of the soldiers. We pray for the return of the hostages and a full removal of Hamas from the Gaza Strip, and also Hezbollah from southern Lebanon. So we continue to thank you for all of your prayers, all of your support, for tuning in to these weekly updates about the war here at Israel in 5. And we again appreciate your support and pray for the well-being of all those who are fighting this very, very just war against these terrorist organizations.